Hi, welcome back to my channel, Alternatives for Gut-Friendly Eating with me, Madeline, avoiding acid reflux. I hope the tips that I have been providing to you, you've been using them, and if you feel that they've been beneficial, or if they're going to be helping, or if you feel that they're going to be helping someone else, go ahead and subscribe below, share my videos, like my videos. This way everyone can benefit from all of the tips that I will be providing from here on out. Today we'll be talking about the SAZON packages. If you are unaware of what SAZON is, it is a seasoning that is utilized primarily to give your dishes a color. The color that it typically gives is like an orangey, yellowish color, depending on how much you utilize of the seasoning. It also has other elements in it like salt and garlic, etc. So for acid reflux, with this tip, what we're going to be avoiding is the processed food element of utilizing SAZON packages. Also, because it carries garlic and other seasonings that might be a trigger food for you, we're also going to be eliminating those. Okay, so let's get into the kitchen so that I can show you what to do so that you can stop utilizing packaged SAZON. Here we are in the kitchen, and I want to show you what the seasoning looks like when it's out of that packaging, so that I can show you that it has like that dark color that is typically used for to kind of give your food that yellow or orangey color. So this is what that looks like, but we're of course alternative for having to utilize this, because if we look at the ingredients that is in these packaging, let me read that to you. And probably half of the stuff that's in here I'm not going to be able to read, and I probably can't even see it, but that's okay. So what we have here, let me turn on this light. We have some Mosiano glutenante, salt, dehydrated garlic, and we're trying to avoid consuming garlic because that's a trigger food. We got yellow 5, which is giving it a color that's a preservative. Tricalcium phosphate, it's an anti-caking agent. And you know, I've had this box for over a year because I stopped utilizing this for over a year now. It expires May of 2024. So when they're making this, they're a good amount of years that you could still utilize it. So of course there's a lot of preservatives in here for this to be still sustainable. And then it has annatto, which is also another coloring. That coloring is more safe. And then you have red 40, which is another preservative coloring. Yeah, we don't want all of that. This is what's going to cause us to have some acid reflux. So this is the things that we're trying to avoid here. What we're going to create is achiote by using whole achiote seeds. Translating achiote to English, it is called whole annatto seeds. And this is what that looks like. So this is a packaging of that. And you can see how it has that dark color that's going to provide the same coloring that you'll need for your foods. And some of the foods that we make that have the coloring in it is rices, beans, stews, soups. Okay, so to make the achiote, very simple. You only need 2 ingredients. You're going to need the seeds, and you are going to need extra virgin olive oil. This is what it looks like when it is complete. What I'm going to do first is boil the extra virgin olive oil. I'm not going to create too much today because I already have some made, but I'm going to boil that and then we'll come back. Okay, so we have the oil already boiled. Make sure you have the lid accessible, because once you put the seeds in your boiling oil, it might spit out at you. So here we are putting in the seeds in the oil, and I'm using this lid. I don't want to get burned. And then you let that sit in there for at least, 5-10 minutes, depending on how much oil you have in there. Then we're going to see that the oil is going to take the coloring of the seeds, and then we'll just kind of store it in a jar. You will be able to store this on your counter in a shelf. You don't have to refrigerate it because it is oil. So I did forget to mention to you that I turned off the stove once the oil was already boiled. So please do not forget to do that. So it's already cooled down. If you have a jar, whichever jar you're going to put it in, I showed you earlier that I put it in here, but I'm going to not put it in that one because that one is a different batch that I made. So I'm going to put it in a different jar. So I have a different jar, and what I'll use, a wire mesh colander, and I use a small one depending on, typically you're going to put it in a smaller jar, but if you use a wider jar opening, you can use a larger wire mesh colander. The reason why I like to use this one is because it is mesh, and you will for sure not get any of the seeds in your prepared achiote. And then all you have to do is pour it right in. Then I'll show you what that color looks like. As you can see, I only made very little, but you see how this one came out really like a really nice bright orange. Thank you for watching today. If you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to comment below. Also, do you typically use SAZON? Do you feel that the tip that I provided you today will be useful for you to make your dishes utilizing the new way? Let me know. We can have a dialogue. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, like and share my video. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day. Bye.